Oh, hello. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Too Legit City on the mic. Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? Too Legit City here. Today we're back with the oxygen not included. Back into the Oni colonies. I had a weird thing just right now where they were saying they were migrating my saves. They found a save in another hard drive, and then it's here. It says backup, and that was just made. I don't understand. That was like 19 minutes ago, and I was not playing Oni. So this is very awkward. And I have no idea why we have this. We're not going to play it. We're going to go back to our old safety save. But of course, hope everyone's doing well. And of course, hope everyone is doing great. We can't really see Mamba, man. He is hidden behind the pillows. Let me see if I could fix that. Give me 1 sec, you guys. Alright, we back. We back. Mamba didn't like it, though. He moved. The Mamba moved. You're at cycle 365. And not even at half of the super sustainable achievement. It'd be like that sometimes. Do you have a spam already, Killer Renee? If you have a spam, it's a lot easier. And then if you have a lot of extra hydrogen, you should burn it off. That's the easiest way to do the super sustainable achievement. There he is, the beautiful Mamba. What's going on? Take that, Big B. How are you? Let's make sure everything's alright. Okay, that's not cool. Plastic. I mean, it's not gonna melt on the abyssalite, right? Yeah, there's no temperature change because we're in a vacuum. But that's kind of scary. Just saying. There is 800 degree abyssalite right next to it. And this is, yeah, this is really hot. Whereas my plastic melts at 150. Okay. Oh, you know what? My floor is getting hot. So you know what? Maybe I got lucky that I didn't have plastic dropped on this tile. Are we still building? No, we're good, actually. Okay. We're going to redo some of the tile setups here. I'd probably want to use obsidian and just replace this entire thing. Alright, so this wall we could have, and then we're going to do every other. And we're going to do it like this so that no one accidentally gets stuck and then falls down into the lava and dies. Y'all know how this is, man. We don't want to accidentally have people fall into the lava. Alright, I'm going to take care of that. And then I am going to need to... Well, we're not going to use this one because that's where the stuff is dropping. We're going to do a new spot. I am going to put this here. And we're going to put a dispenser right next to it. And then we're going to sweep all the hot abyssalite into here. Good. Playing cities for 3 hours. Nice, nice. How's the city coming along? Hopefully it's kind of baller. Probably should start using the hydrogen. Yep. Maybe even use it on the second asteroid to heat it up via meta refinery. I see you, man. I see you. I wonder if I should use the Drecos from the printing pod or actually go to the third asteroid, grab them from there first. It's up to you. Whatever is easier, right? It's probably going to be faster for you to get it from the printing pod if you have it available as an option. Wally Bot, what's good? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's having a good old Tuesdays today. It's going well. I have to rework my highways. Ooh, that's the best part. If you're me, that's the best part. Reworking the highways, man, is always a great time. We're going to wrangle the Sweeto babies to drop them off here. This is shut off, right? Yep. And I think we're doing pretty good. we are still trying to make our ice box so that the food cools down a lot faster. It's still cooling pretty slow, but once we get it into ice shape, it's going to be in the entomb mechanics. And the entomb mechanics are all we're going to need to cool this down. It's barely cooling right now, though, due to the fact that it's only running through water and there's no entombing mechanic yet. So that's kind of what we're looking for. We're trying to get that entombing mechanic so that we could get the food chilled a lot faster. There's a little bit of heat right there right now, but I'm not too worried. The area right outside to it's pretty cold. Uglarvis, what's good? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. I got asked for my ID for the first time today. Oh, wow. What were you buying? What were you buying, man? ID shenanigans, man. Imagine getting asked for your ID. Let's look at some raw minerals. Do you have a baby face, man? You spent $3 on a scratcher. Yo, man, that happens. That happens. Alright, we're gonna take that out and we're gonna put granite. Wait, I can't select granite from here? Can hatches not eat granite? Well, that kind of sucks. What? I thought hatches could eat granite. Crushed rock. Crushed rock? What's crushed rock? This is igneous, right? Crushed rock is igneous crushed into a mechanical mixture. What? Is this a new element? You all see this? I've never seen this before. Crushed rock, is that new? Only stone hatches can. It looks like we're gonna have to feed them to get some stone hatches. Mineral. So we have 12. Oh my god, we have like no. We have like no sedimentary rock at all. Okay. I could feed them sand, right? That's another thing we could do. Sands. If I could feed them sand, I'm good. Because I'm just gonna. I'm about to rock crush everything known to man. Eggshell to lime. We get a little bit from there. We're gonna go with 35. Ceramic to sand makes a lot of sense. I used to do that, and it was a good amount of sand because I'm just deodorizing all the polluted oxygen anyways. Getting a lot of clay, making a lot of ceramic. We should be okay. Yeah, it's not in the game yet. Oh, I'm 19 next month. So they didn't know my age because they see me going to the store with my dad. Ah. I see you, I see you. Did you win money on the scratcher? You gotta ask, man. You gotta ask. Did you win money, dude? Didn't win anything this time. It happens, man. Better luck next time, dude. Do you feel older now, though? Now that you got asked for your ID? It'd be like that sometimes, man. I believe we're gonna use obsidian here. Because I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna want to melt some of these things over here. So we're gonna want to move some of the things. Food has decayed, that's fine. As long as they move it out. As long as they move out the rotten grub fruit. I need to make sure it's a vacuum. How come no one wants to move it, man? This is important. Feel like a baby being ID'd for scratch tickets. If it was alcohol, I would understand. No, it's if you've never used your ID before for anything like that, don't think of it as anything bad when you're young, especially. You have to understand it's part of their job. And if they're caught on camera, just not checking, they lose their job. You gotta understand that. So it's not that, you know, oh, they shouldn't have done any of that for that. No, it's part of the job. that kind of thinking process like stigmatizes that practice, which is not that good. Because it's just proper practice. If you were older, that's fine. But if you're young and you're not even 25 yet, which is the optimal age to rent a car, I don't think that should be anything that'd be like, oh, that sucks, you know? No. It doesn't matter if they know your age or not. You have to understand that. It's literally they have to do it as part of their job. That's the thing. I had a roommate that would go to the same gas station every day to buy cigarettes back when I was in college, and he was 22. He was older than I was, and he got carded every time by the same guy. One time he asked him, why do you card me all the time? You know how old I am. I buy cigarettes all the time. And he's like, oh, I have to do it for my job. If I don't do it, I get fired. That's literally how it works. So it's like, especially if you're young, you shouldn't think much of it. Alright, so we moved the rod out? I think we did. I take it as a compliment. I used to get asked at 25 if I shaved. Dude, that's the funny thing, man. I used to have a friend in middle school. This dude had a full beard, dude. And we used to ask him, like, why do you have so much facial hair, man? Like, all of us barely have anything on our face. And he's like, oh yeah, when I was young, not that young, like a couple years before, he's like, he asked his dad what he was doing with his face with the razor. And his dad was like, oh, I'm shaving. And then he's like, oh, I want to shave too, because his dad was doing it. And for whatever reason, this motherfucker started growing facial hair like non-stop. He had a full beard, dude, and he was like 7th grade. And it was hilarious, man, because he looked a lot older. Now get this. Throughout all of high school and even till now, he looks the same. He looked the same as he did in middle school. That's the messed up part, man. It didn't look like he aged a day. His facial hair is about the same, and you know he looks about the same too. It's pretty funny. Things like that, man. My dad was in his 40s, asked for his ID, and he's been buying cigarettes for years. Both the clerk and my dad started laughing. Yeah, you know, it's just, they gotta do it, you know? Like, people understand at some point, it's like, come on, man, do I really look that young? That's just not the point. That's just not the point. They have to do it, dude. It's like, why do basketball players even dribble anymore? We know they could dribble. And it's like, no, that's beyond the point. It's part of the rules. Yeah, but we all know they could dribble. Why are they dribbling anymore? That's the same logic. I'm in my mid-30s and I still get carded all the time. Happens, man. I feel like when you get carded and you have a mask on, do they tell you to take off the mask? My dad doesn't look under the age of 30. The guy knew my dad well. It was just the guy screwing around. Maybe it's different where you are while you buy it, but in the United States specifically, we know that's how it is over here. So wait. So when that happens, do they go like, hey, take off the mask. We got to see the face. So we move the babies. We move the babies. I think we have some babies over here now. Well, that's impressive, but if you do razor regularly, it does grow back to it. So sometimes, oh yeah, I see you, Zranite. Apologies for spelling at 7 a.m. here in Australia. I have hardly any sleep because sleeping in a different place. Oh, I feel that jet lag. Or is it not what you're used to? Like, I get that too. When, you know, you're trying to fall asleep, but you're in someone else's house, maybe a hotel or something, and you're not used to sleeping in that bed, those sheets and things like that. I feel that. I get the same thing. I was at my sister's house because there was a Thanksgiving party like a couple years ago. I couldn't sleep. And it was like her beds were nice. She has nicer beds than I do because she and her husband have more money than we do. So it's like they have the nicer things. I couldn't fall asleep, man. I was like, fuck, not used to this. So I stayed up all night tossing and turning. I eventually just went downstairs to the living room and just started watching TV because I couldn't fall asleep. It'd be like that sometimes. Don't worry about the spelling those right night. If I don't understand, I'll let you know. But otherwise, we try to make sense of all the things. It's hard to sleep unless it's your bed. Yep, I feel that, man. That's 100% what it is. I don't know why, though. I don't know why that's the case. Where I can't sleep when it's not my specific bed. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man? Like, why is that a thing? That feels like such a hassle. It feels like such a hassle, man. I was like, man, why they gotta make that difficult? Alright, we gotta sweep all the abyssalite. Am I sweeping the obsidian as well? Ooh, I don't want to do that. Oh, is there obsidian here being swept? That's not the business. Oh, it is? Okay, uncheck that. No obsidian. Let me... Scarlet Man no longer has radiation sickness. He's cool. Alright, so we'll do this for now. After all those years, you probably adapt. It feels weird, man. Part of your brain isn't certain it's safe, so it tries to keep you awake. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I hear that's a thing. Where, when you're... You know when you're playing Skyrim? And you're trying to, all the shops are closed, it's midnight, and you're like, I need to sell some shit before I go to Whiterun. And then you try to do that Skyrim thing where you just wait. And then it keeps telling you can't go to sleep because there's enemies nearby. That's what it is, right? That's 100% what it is. It's Skyrim, dude. They got some stealth sneaky guys right outside the house. I mean, that's the best example, probably. That should be what it is, right? We getting camped out by some bandits. About to shoot his ass in the knee. Does anyone know if the puffs poop out slime lung slime when they inhale slime lung PO2? I believe they do. But I'm not 100%. Killer Renee, just because I haven't really done it consistently. Alright, so the water is finally at 1 degrees. We need to eventually freeze this so we get the entombing properties and we stop getting food rotting. That's kind of what we need right now. Alright, another thing is we're going to redo this platform so that we could have, more safety. I don't want to get bopped by, I don't want to get bopped by things melting. Alright, so we're going to have to remove some of that. And no sandstone. We're going to use obsidian ladders. Well, I'm going to do it like this. So that... Oh, wait. I could go here, here. Oh, but I can't go up to here. Oh, that's going to be a pain. I believe even if it's not slime lung PL2. Yeah, right? Don't they just generate the germ? Isn't that the thing? Like, puffs generate the slime lung germ, right? Like, if you go to puffs... Oh, no. If you go into the germ overlay and you look at the puff, they have a germ source icon on the critter. That's what I believe it is. So that's why I think they generate germs all the time. It's because of that. But, you know, not 100% sure. That's just how I think it works. Okay, so this is on. I gotta turn this off. We're just draining power for no reason. So what's going on with the magma pool? So what we're doing right now is I'm trying to make sure we don't accidentally melt anything that's very fragile in the sense of being able to be melted. And that specifically is plastic. Plastic melts into naphtha, which melts into sour gas at 538 degrees. So because of that, I'm trying to make it heat proof. So we're replacing some of the tiles with insulated tiles because they have less heat transfer, so we won't drag heat from the hot abyssalite. And then I'm setting up a wall so that we don't accidentally drop it into the magma. And then I'm also going to be mining out the abyssalite and storing the abyssalite in a corner so that we don't have any problems with it. Because the thing with this right now is I'm trying to make it... I should probably deconstruct that as well. I'm trying to make it safe so that we could safely go to, you know, navigate and not actually have anything go bad. That being said, after we do that, I need to condense more of the other magma pools into our one drop setup right here. That's 1.7 million. So I'm going to be making a controlled spillway. We're going to crack into this. It's going to spill out. And I need to make sure it spills in a specific way so that it falls into here. So this is our pool of magma. I know you were referring to this, but that has nothing to do with the actual pool, which is sitting pretty. So we're going to be removing this abyssalite because we have hot abyssalite on top. This abyssalite is pretty hot, so we're going to remove that as well. I'm probably going to remove this chunk entirely. And then I'm going to replace this wall, which is what we're doing right now. And then this hot abyssalite up top, I don't know what I'll do with it yet. It's kind of safe because nothing bad's going to happen if we keep this in a vacuum. And then eventually, we're going to unleash the magma on the right side. So we're doing some things like making some insulated tiles so that the magma flows on top and goes into here. My friend won't let me forget school starts soon. Like, please, I have a few more days of peace. Oh, yeah, man. Don't you hate that, friends? That keep saying shit like that? I feel that, man. That shit sucks. Like, come on, man. Stop reminding me. I just wanna be at ease, man. I want to enjoy my vacay. I will say this. That type of person is going to change the moment they start working. Because they're going to be like, ah, fuck, work's going to start tomorrow after holiday. And they're not going to want to announce that anymore. And they're going to be like, yep, I know why my friends were annoyed now. Nobody wants to think about that. I think that too, but somehow the slime mine poop doesn't have it. Maybe it's just a visual bug. You know what you could do, Killer Renee? You could put the germs by the radiation. Kind of like this. I have radiation from the Wheezewort, and I have polluted dirt right here. This polluted dirt was, how do I say this? Germy. It used to have food poisoning on it, but now it doesn't. That's because the radiation reigns supreme. I think I just bottle the magma. Imagine taking a source of magma from the bottles. I don't want to do that, because if you didn't know, while holding on to the bottle, you're releasing the heat. So if you carry a bottle through an area with oxygen, you're going to heat it up. If you're going to go through a water lock with magma, you're going to heat it up. So because of that, I don't want to put it in a bottle, because it's going to take longer to, you know, transport. It's also going to be tough to manage, and then there's going to be a lot of heat transfer properties you have to think about. You can. It just takes you a long time to make bottles of magma. I'm just saying. Nice, I just trickled magma using the corner thing for power. Took ages, but your strat's definitely better. It's yeah. So that thing, Flame, I couldn't do that because at the time, I didn't have plastic yet from the Drekos. So when I was building this, I was like, since I don't have plastic, I'm not gonna make a steam turbine setup yet. So we just made a 1 tile drop setup. But yeah, because of the no plastic, I couldn't do the steam turbine strat. I will though eventually. I see Wither Flame. Guys, you guys know this guy Flame in chat? I want to say literally every stream that he comes in, he says the exact same thing. And that's the letter E. Full caps. I don't know if this guy's a human, man. I don't know if this guy's a human. I gotta be real. I have a chlorine room for it. I think it won't bother my mushroom is gonna have germs. Honestly, you don't have to worry about it. If it's slime lung, if you didn't know, Killer Renee, you can't get infected by slime lung if you have if you eat it. So if your duplicant is eating the mushroom, they're not gonna get slime lung. You could only get slime lung from breathing in slime lung oxygen. Another thing is if you cook the mushrooms into grilled mushrooms, the germs go away. Anytime you cook food, it kills germs. Right here, food properties. So you don't really have to worry about it when farming mushrooms, actually. It's one of the things that it's like, you don't have to do it, but if you're scared, you can. I mean, the energy is stored for now, whenever. It's true, it is. You gotta store the energy for when we need it. Oh, does that mean, Zranite, when you were making this, you were just burning off all the power, regardless of if you actually needed the energy or not? Dude, that feels bad. That feels bad if that was what you were doing. Because if you were trying to cool it down so you could mine it and then go through to the surface of space, that's probably what you did, right? You were just drawing power, allowing your steam turbines to cool it down, and then whatever power you use to whatever power you use. Damn, that's tough. Because although that's like, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, it still kind of sucks, man. All the thermal energy. And I am going to have a tile here. No, it's controlled dripping to a steam chamber and shooting out igneous. Oh, okay. I see you. I thought you actually were just non-stop drawing power so that you could eventually just go through the area. I was just thinking about the potential wasted energy. E is for especially grateful. I think my dupes are happy when I someday won't breathe slime lung air. I mean, slime lung tastes good, right? Adds a little bit of flavor. Oh, you knew that? Gotcha. But I want the PO2 from the puff wrench to produce O2 for oxalite production. Oh, I see. I think you're gonna be fine. Because if it's slime lung, right? It's killed by solids, oxalite, when you make it, and oxygen. So when you purify the slime lung oxygen, it's actually fine. And if you really want a design, there is a very simple setup. I have a video on this on YouTube. But you could reduce... I made a oxygen machine with morbs. And morbs produce slime lung oxygen. And there's a way to do that. And what you do is basically use radiation. You could use a Weave's word if you want to cool it down too. And it basically zaps all the germs from the polluted oxygen before you filter it. Just an idea. Because you're going to have to filter the oxygen anyways, right? So putting something like a Weave's wort, or if you don't want to use that, you could use shine bugs. Didn't I have a shine bug? Yeah, shine bugs. You don't need a lot of radiation. Imagine germs could mutate, dude. Like, we'd be wiped out, man. The human race. Just saying, man. Dude, germs mutate, and you get super germs. You know what? It's probably possible. It's probably possible. I'm thinking about it, man. It's probably possible. Let's be real here. Alright, this is negative 1.4. Bubba Fetta! Is that the cheese or the hunter? How are you? I see you over there. How is the days today? How is the Tuesdays? Alright, we're finally gonna get ice. The Slime Lum Omicron variant? Dude, man. Stop giving them ideas, dude. Stop giving them ideas. What's in here? Abyssalite? Oh, shit. Why do I have hot abyssalite right here? Man, motherfuckers are just bringing hot items through the water lock, expecting it not to boil. Dude, y'all see this? I just casually have the hottest space rock of all time. At 842 degrees Celsius. It is what it is, man. I hope it cools down. You know what? I'm thinking about ranching shine bugs just so they could get rid of the abyssalite. I'm thinking about it, man. I might ranch these guys just so that we could evolve them to the abyss bug right here and then start feeding them abyssalite. Because we have so much. We're going to have more too. It's one of those things. Alright, we're almost done with that. And then another thing we're going to want to do is start mining this. Actually, we'll just do that for now so we can make the jump. I see you take that with the Doritos. Nothing much. Been watching your tips on mass storage on YouTube. Nice. Hope you enjoyed the videos, Bubba Fetta. And dude, thank you for watching. That's one thing I've never bothered to do. Oh, evolve the shine bugs. I've done it one time because chat asked about it, and I'm not gonna lie, man. It was pretty easy to eat such a tiny amount, though. So you're telling me I need to do this now? We're getting ice. Let's go. Ice means we get entombed rails. Entombed rails have great heat transfer properties. I should get this. Honestly, looks pretty fun. Kind of reminds me of No Man's Sky. I honestly would put this just way higher than No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is purely exploration to a certain degree. This game is more about management, because the duplicates kind of operate on themselves. There's a lot of things you need to do, but for the most part, yeah, I would want to say that's what it is. But yo, I see you over there. I would say this is a great game, but I would also say it's very different from No Man's Sky. With slime lung, off gas, and airflow tiles. Wait, I don't understand the question. I don't understand the question. Alright, so this is coming in. You can see on the rail, it's 22. The moment we entomb. Okay. Went down to 19. This is still not enough until we get full ice. Hopefully that works. Hey, can you explain how your Draco Ranch works? Like the automation for the eggs? Sure. There's no automation for the eggs. You literally just sweep all the eggs out. I don't know what to tell you. So what's the question about it? So one of the things we're doing is, in order to keep the Dracos happy and not cramped, is we have to remove the eggs from the room. If you don't remove the eggs, the Dracos get cramped. Now, the thing with that is that you also have to think about the amount of critters in the room. In the max room size of 96 tiles, you could usually fit 8 critters, depending on the critter type. And with this setup, The water lock is probably the highlighted feature. But the sweepers basically sweep out the eggs, and then you remove the eggs. I have my eggs going out into this room. You can see it's at the top because of the hydrogen. And then we shear them to get reed fiber over there. Now, the only automation I have is right here. I have a max number of critters I want in this room, and then I have the rest of them die in the drowning box, as you can see right there. So for the most part, that's how it is. Let me know what questions you have. So right, in the early game for power, do I petroleum boiler, hydrogen vent, or cobalt volcano steam engine? No nat gas vent. Early game, hydrogen is going to be your best bet. For the most part, in the early game, you're not going to be able to build a petroleum boiler right away, because in order to really build a petroleum boiler properly, you need an Atmos suit setup, and that's because you're going to be working in a huge vacuum area. Oxygen mask will not work. You have to use Atmos suits. Cobalt volcano, you could try, but due to how dormant it goes, and you can't really stockpile the power, I would take the hydrogen if you want a power source. The cobalt volcano is purely if you just need the metal. Although you can use a little bit of power from that, it's not a source of power. It's a source of metal. The hydrogen vent, you're talking about, I think it's this one. This one, right? The 500 degree hydrogen. You could actually put a steam turbine on top of that, and then cool out the hydrogen to around like 100 degrees. And then pump that into some steel hydrogen generators. And then you're good. Have those hydrogen generators in a steam turbine, because the hot hydrogen is going to heat them up eventually. So you would easily get a lot more power that way, since you'll be able to store the hydrogen, and then you could use it whenever you need to. So a lot of the times, you're going to want to store your hydrogen in something like this. This is an infinite gas tank. As you can see, my natural gas values is at 103 kilograms per tile. And that's a lot higher than the overpressure value of a gas vent and of a high pressure gas vent. This is at 20 kilograms. We're at 103. So I would recommend pulling as much as you can from your hydrogen and then making an infinite gas storage to store it so that you could tap into it whenever you need to. Now, a lot of the times you're worried about the hot temperatures, right? It's at 500 degrees. You have to understand that you're producing the amounts in grams, not kilograms. So it's 1,000-fold less energy compared to something like a water geyser. Because the water geyser generates a lot more thermal energy due to the liquid, or not the liquid, due to the element that it's actually produced, but also due to the volume, right? Per eruption, the amount of mass generated is usually in the thousands. Versus something like a natural gas, something like a hydrogen vent, it's only in the hundreds. Right? 300 grams. So that's 10-fold smaller. Right? So it's going to be a lot more manageable than what it seems. Now, I do recommend to keep it covered. Basically, this tile right here is the only tile you need to keep on. If you keep this tile on, the hydrogen vent cannot erupt. So you could build your setup and then mine this once you're ready. And then you could, do your thing. The thing about petrol boiler, though, is that you need to have a sustainable water source. You need to have Atmos suits. You also need to have oil wells. And then after that, you need a lot of space. Although the petrol boiler is really nice, I wouldn't say that's an early game option. That's a mid to late game. When I did it, it took like 10 cycles to get any decent steam pressure. Yes. A hydrogen vent, if you're utilizing it for power, the heat energy that you get from harvesting it is not a lot. I actually have a video that I did a lot of testing on, and you could only use the steam turbine to extract energy to power a gas pump and a little bit more. So I made a self-cooling, self-powered hydrogen vent tamer, and I have a video on YouTube if you guys want to check that out. It basically just goes over everything in the design properties and how to make that. And we basically use the hot 500 degrees from the hydrogen vent, right? And we use that to heat up water to create steam. And then that steam energy that we generate powers a gas pump inside at the bottom that pumps out the hydrogen. And then, you know, it's self-powered, right? Because we just use that, pump out the gas for free. And then outside of that, yeah, you don't generate that much energy. It's, you could keep up 240 watts of the gas pump running, but you do have to automate that off of gas pressure. You can't have that run nonstop. And you can do another thing that takes about 120 watts. But outside of that, I don't think it's a lot of energy. You actually would have to consume the hydrogen at that point to get the power. Think having the boiler has become a bit redundant with the radiation mechanic down the DLC. Honestly, I agree. I don't think I've ever really built a petroleum boiler in the recent time, and that's 100% tied to the fact that we have a new rocket. I haven't had any need to ever go down the petroleum engine route because the Radbolt engine is superior. I don't know, man. The Radbolt engine is really sweet, and I'm a fan. I am a fan. The Radbolt engine is strong, man. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, I wonder what they will do to start bouncing off some of the things again. Alright, so everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. Ice is freezing. Nice, nice. I want to see someone sweep something into there. Ooh, okay. 22. This is at 14. And it comes out at 12. Okay. So it's closer to 0, but it's not where we need it to be at yet. I could modify my storage to make this better. I have a challenge to build the smallest petrol boiler possible. I already know the design. The only thing is I have to play around with the limits. So there is a automatic self-boiling oil well. Basically, in order to tap into an oil reservoir, you have to have a oil well on top of it and you funnel in water. Now, people don't really understand how the oil well works. If you actually throttle the water and you don't feed it as much as it needs, you get this weird thing where the oil temperature goes up. And you could actually make it so that the oil becomes petroleum when it gets released from the oil well. So technically, the smallest design would be like a 4x3. Because literally, I put a building on top of an oil well, and it poops out petroleum. So technically, that would be the design. I'm just saying, I already know what I would need to do. And so it's not really a challenge at that point. I followed your video on YouTube about submerged electrolyzer. It's working great. Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. Hopefully that helps you out and gets your colony completely stable. Right? That's the name of the game. Not worth putting a sensor on food cooling to keep a loop until it's cold enough. I don't have the tech. I don't have the tech. I would, Malrock, but I don't have the tech. I'm missing data banks from the space. What's up, Mr. Live Action Pixel? How are you? Hi, hey, hello. How's it going? We're just doing some Onis, Mr. Live Action Pixel. How has been the Cult of the Lamb, dude? I saw you playing that. How's the new game, dude? Everyone's been hopping on that, so I've been reluctant to actually get it. But I'm not gonna lie, man. It seems like that game has caught fire, so to speak. Yo, man, it poops out petroleum. What can I tell you? It's the magical beast. Poops out refined oil, man. You know how many countries would want that? Doing all right, dude. It's been lurking for a while. Gotcha, gotcha. Love it. Finished it the other day. It was great fun. Is it replayable? So you beat it, right? Are you going to be playing it again? Or is it one of those games like Stray? Where it's like it's hot when it gets released, but then it's like afterwards it's like, you know, nothing against it, but, you know, maybe not that replayable. That's what I'm curious about. Replayability of the games. You'll be replaying it, just not on stream. Gotcha, gotcha. I see, I see. Malrock, though, I would've. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about making a shut-off setup. The problem with the idea was that I was like, I was gonna do a 3x3 box, and then make a shut-off setup to re-loop until it was cold enough. But then I was like, oh, I don't have the sensor. So I didn't have an automation set up for it. So I was like, yeah, you know what? We'll just make it a larger box so that once food goes through it, it freezes. Feels like that sometimes. It's got roguelike mechanics, so every run is different. I see, I see. Definitely has a one replay in at least. At points you make different choices. Oh. I've seen a little bit of the game. I haven't seen too much yet, though. Plus, you get 2 options on cart, so I like to see the opposite of my choices. Gotcha, gotcha. I see, I see. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I saw that and I was like, ooh, new game. That's gonna be cool. But then I was like, also at the same time, I was like, yeah, if I were to stream this game, dude, I won't be able to really do much. In terms of like, oh yeah, we're not gonna be like growing the community, stream reasons, you know. I was like, yeah, I'll wait till, you know, the hype dies down. Maybe I'll check it out later. It'd be like that though sometimes, man. It feels bad. But otherwise, man, we are doing all right. Mr. Live Action Pixel, have you ever done a max difficulty run? That's what we're doing right now. We're doing a max difficulty run. And this is my first time doing it. And I'm not gonna lie, man. It's been unnecessarily stressful. But at the same time, I don't really mind. We have the high stress, frankly depressing. We got double calorie, ravenous hungry. Germ spread is insane. Also, radiation completely destroys my duplicates. A little bit of rads, man. They're like, oh, I'm getting sick, fam. It's pretty bad. Oh, man. Hi, what's going on, Luska the Great? Oh no, the floor is lava. The floor is lava indeed. Don't worry though. We're taking care of business. No, that the roof or was. Yes. We have more rooftop lava. We're going to be tapping into it later. We need to make sure that, you know, we could have everything spill properly. So we're making a spillway and then a ladder way so that we could safely go into the lava area at the same time. Not on stream. It's on the cards down the line. Gotcha, gotcha. Chat integration could be described as max difficulty. Oh, man. When is that going to get released, Live Action Pixel? Any word on that? Oh, that's unreachable. Is there any word on when that's getting released for the general public? Alright, so I need to get a water pipe. Oh, I don't have water. Oh, I do! I have toilet water! Oh, this is maxed out. I need to empty this out. Alright, so... yeah, I have space right here, technically. This is CO2. Yeah, okay. So, let me get this gone. Same... no, we'll leave the ladder there. Remove the water, or the power line, and then the grub fruits need to be removed. We're gonna mop this up. And then we're gonna make a water pool right here. Wait, Oni chat integration? Yeah, there's a Oni chat integration thing that they've been working on. It's pretty cool from what I've heard. Oh, no, I was just asking. I know there's some other streamers that are curious about it. I personally, I'm a little scared. I'm gonna be real, man. I'm a little scared. I'm a little bit reluctant to get into the chat madness. And it seems like a scary time. Seems like a scary time. I believe it's fun though. I believe it's fun. Alright, we're gonna have to mop that up. Oh, that's too much liquid? How much is that? No, 200. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. And then it's CO2 on top, so it's gonna crush every other gas. Oh, man, that's not good. That means I have to put water on top of this. There's no other choice. That's fine. So this is going to be water because that's the only liquid that's lighter than brine that I have at the moment. Otherwise, oil gets crushed, and I'm a little bit worried about that. Okay, so... comes out at 12 degrees. Comes out at 11. Alright, is my food freezing properly now? Refrigerated. Deep freeze, but it's stale. Refrigerated. Deep freeze, but it's stale. 3% deep freeze. Okay. I am going to redo my setup. I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to be worth it. I'm currently constantly cleaning up. Pee. Oh my god, they're peeing everywhere, dude. Feels bad. If it's anything like RimWorld's integration, it's going to be scary. Yep. We always choose the best. I see you guys over there in chat, man. I see you guys over there in chat. Alright, so we have some empty tables. We're going to remove these two. And then we're going to do some surgery on the food storage. Take the wart seed. Oh! Water's in. Let's go. I don't want to overfill this. So these guys are just going to drown. What liquid you got in the loop? Oil. That's the only thing I have that could go negative. I could make this into petroleum and still we get another 10 degrees. But outside of that, I don't have ethanol or supercoolants. Anything that's really, you know, better than that. Right now, it's all we have. Oh, someone was getting radiation. Okay. Let's enable the building now that we got the plastic tiles here. So we could safely do some space scanning. Hopefully that's all we need. And then I need to get... Ooh, this is a lot of oxygen. That's fine. I need to get toilet water. We gotta get some toilet water, fam. I am going to assume I'm never going to have this break. So we're going to go with an easy pipeline. I hope I don't regret this. I hope I don't regret this, man. I'm using a regular pipeline because it's going to be easier to build. And faster to build. And then up top, I'll use the setup. Oh yeah, live action pixel. You see this? You see my rocket? You see my rocket, man? Just saying. My rocket is pretty cool, dude. Could send up the data rocket for looping the rails. If I didn't see the Doctor Who series, I would say, oh, it's bigger inside. It is. It's a lot bigger inside, man. He regretted it. Oh, man, I really hope I don't. It does fly. It does. And the funny thing is that the rocket exhaust is up top. So I don't melt my ladders anymore. Since my spacefarer is at the bottom, I minimalize travel time. It's meme, dude, but it works. It actually works. I can't believe it. So once we get bathroom water in there, we're going to actually launch it. We have already launched it before. We know it works. But it's big memes, dude. Big memes. Alright, so let's move this here. Let's move that there. And I want to check this out. Alright, so this is coming in at 21 degrees. Alright, so it comes out at 9. That's fine. That goes into here. And it comes out at 10. Okay, so these two tiles actually warm it up. I gotta replace that. These tiles being actual regular tiles are actually messing with my setup. Wait, that's illegal? That's actually the title of one of my VOD playthroughs. Wait, that's illegal. It's pretty funny, man. I can't believe that actually works. I'm gonna try to do that with some rad bolt rockets. I might actually not, because it means that my rad bolts have to travel extra distance to reach the top. That's probably not something I should do. Okay, so this is full on ice now. Alright, and we come out at around 9.7 degrees. Comes around 10. Alright, if this is gonna be a problem still, and we still get rotted food, I am gonna change up the design slightly. There's a very simple setup that I believe I could set up. Meal lice rotting is fine. Oh, you know what else I need to set up? I mean, we're building this right now. But I need to automate my food from the Dreco box. I need to put a sweeper here to pick up the food. And then I need to sweep to this room. And then send the rail out that goes into my kitchen. Do you cool the metal tile below the food? That's actually what I do. I have a radiant piping immediately on the metal tiles. But my food was rotting still. And I believe it was because I would be harvesting too many grub fruits at the same time. And since I'm not cooking the grub fruit, the problem is that they come in at too large of a mass. So the individual grub fruit is 8 kilograms, but when you cook it and you get grub fruit preserve, it becomes a 1 kilogram tile. 1 kilogram in terms of mass is a lot easier to cool down. So I think that was what was bopping me, because I ran out of sucrose. Since I'm out of sugar, my food just completely goes there. And you can see some of my grub fruit is not doing that great. Let me actually look this up. So grub fruit, if I click on my grub fruit, unrefrigerated, sterile atmosphere, it's at 4.9 degrees. But since it's at 68 kilograms, it's taking forever to cool down. And I think that's because of the mass. So we're gonna redesign this a little bit. If I were cooking the food, it'd be a lot easier. But we're out of sugar, fam. No more sugar. Do we have any neighbors in chat that I could get some sugar from? Do you have any neighbors in chat? Hook us up with some sugar. Alright, we're gonna wait for this to be built. And then I need to set up the auto sweeper setup for this. Alright, so we can reach here and here. And then we're going to need a... So we get that tile. We need to get the loader here. Give me some sugar. I am your neighbor. Anyone know what song I'm referencing, man? I need sand. Ooh. What I do for sand, and I realized it's a really consistent strat. If you have a lot of polluted oxygen and you're deodorizing it for, you know, for reasons of not spreading disease, what I actually do is I make all my clay into ceramic. Right? Clay and coal. If you have a hatch ranch, this is sustainable. And then I crush the ceramic back into sand. Hey, live action pixel, he knows. He knows. Why borrow sugar when you just have bugs poop it out? Because I have to feed them sulfur. If I feed the bugs sulfur, my plants don't get sulfur. It's bad time. I need hatches now. Feels bad. If you have a Drocone rocket, that's fine as well. Could you pre-cool the grub fruit individually, cheap and dirty, and then drop that back in? That's actually what I'm doing with Icebox. I'm cooling down the 20-degree grub fruit in hopes that it tempers it to a lower temperature. So that's the idea right now. Doesn't this map always have a liquid sulfur vent? That's actually what I'm utilizing to feed my my grub plants. The only thing is that I have 74 tons, but this is dormant. Meaning that I have to last. I have to last this amount of cycles before I could actually have this producing again. So I have to make this last, man. Can you just pull it off and cycle it again? I could do that soon when I get this sensor. Once I get the conveyor route thermal sensor, this is germ thermal. Once I get this, and I need data banks for that, I could actually do that. Do I have data banks? I might already have some. I have 27. And I only need 30. Okay, let me just plug this in. Yo, man, let me plug this in. Guys, we're going to get a food looper right here. Alright, so once this is frozen, I'm not going to need the 2 aqua tuners anymore. But I'm going to have to go back in and mine some of this so I could set up a conveyor rail properly. Nah, like out of the cold storage already, only need a conveyor receptacle. So you're saying... I don't understand. I think the idea is not really thought through. And what I mean by that is I don't mean anything bad, but it's like, I don't think... Not that it doesn't make sense, but it's more so like... I don't know how that helps. Let it drop where it is and pick it up and put it back on a rail. But how... Wait, what? So the problem with that is there's no way to automate that, and then if you infinitely loop your food, it's going to eventually rot. Right? If you don't have a way to check that, you're going to loop your entire food bank. Because there's no way to stop the dupes from, you know, selecting only specific types of grub. Now, you could manually select it, but that's basically microing your entire game. I don't want to do that. So what I'm thinking about doing is making a conveyor rail shut off to do a reloop if it's not cold enough, so that it just stays in the loop. If that makes sense. Which is probably what you're thinking too, but this is like the actual method that actually works. Like you're thinking about it in theory, and then in practice it's a lot different. Oh, that's what you're saying. So the problem with that is I have different stacks of grub fruit already. I have different stacks of grub fruit already. You could see that we're running like 5, 6, 7 different stacks. So technically that doesn't work because they're separated due to how fresh they are, I believe, and then temperature as well. You could see one at 96 deep freeze and one at 97 sterile and refrigerated. Oh no, that's grub fruit and roasted grub nuts. My bad. That's the wrong item. Yo, Killer Renee, you gotta ransom Drecos, dude. Alright, so we're gonna do the research. That should be fine. We're gonna put those buildings there. And we're gonna start sweeping back the meat back home, so that my dupes don't have to do anything about it. I could probably sweep out the eggshells as well. That's probably gonna be fine. And then another thing I need to deal with is my cool steam vents. I am not actually cooling down the steam fast enough. So I need to redo this design. I might just get rid of the hydrogen and put a second aqua tuner right there. But at the same time, I don't have the power for that. I could put a second thermal regulator on these 2 tiles. And then also put the wheeze wards back into here. And have that automated with phosphorite, because we have a lot of it. And then we could feed the wheeze wards. Actually, I was thinking about that, Cthulhu. I was thinking about it. So I'm thinking about not putting in a gas. I'm thinking about something else. But it's really similar in design. there is a very similar design that I'm thinking that I could do. And I don't want to... I'm going to do either or, basically. I'm either going to add in the thermal sensor here, or I'll do the upgraded food storage. I'm thinking I'm just going to do the sensor, to be honest. What's going on, Tony? How are you? My food keeps decaying, man. We have more rotten grub fruit at minus 7.6. Feels bad, man. I think this is going to be better because if I do it here, it's for both storages instead of just the finished foods. So we'll just have to wait for the data banks to get the upgrade. But Cthulhu, I found a way to do a food storage setup that has the properties that you want with the gas on the tile and still have it be in a vacuum. I found a way to do it. Well, there's a lot of air quotes though that I'm saying when I'm saying the words that I'm using. But it works. It works, man. I have a cool design that utilizes the best of both worlds. Doing good. Good to hear. Good to hear, Mr. Tony. Some heat would leak out, but that's manageable. I see you. I see you. I got some ideas though that I'm pretty sure will work. All right, now this is at minus 16 ice. We could still get it colder by a little bit, but the temperature of the food going through should be a lot colder coming out, maybe around 7 degrees. It's not a gas. It's not a gas, sadly. There's a trick to it, man. There's a trick to it. Alright, so water pipe here. I need to extract pipeline contents from there. I am going to put a reservoir here. And then this is going to be... Bam, 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 bam. And then we're going to have a tile here. And then we're just going to run... Well, they have suits. It's not going to matter, right? Do you struggle a little on this difficulty? I've only struggled in the beginning, Nico. Afterwards, there's nothing wrong now. Like, there's not a lot of problems. We have oxygen. What? What? Wait, what? What? Guys, what the hell? I got water in here, and I got water in here. Dude, I'm confused. How'd I get water in here? This is locked. This is... Oh, this is access. Alright, I could crush the water, no problem. So we get the vacuum back. What the hell is this? Dude, what the hell is that? Yo, we gotta mop this up. Alright, we got a lot of oxygen, right? We have a lot of kilograms. This is idle. Okay, so we gotta change how this design works, I think. Alright, we gotta push in the oxygen. And then we open this up to keep the vacuum. Now, who's starving? Mima, how you starving, man? Go get some food. But I struggled in the beginning. Now it's really not that bad. Everything's manageable. There's still problems. It's not that there's no problems. Everything is not that bad. Like in the beginning, we had everyone starving constantly. We didn't have enough food. We didn't have any renewable food sources. We didn't have any renewable sources of water. But now we do, and it's not that bad. And right now we're trying to eventually beat the game and explore the star map. It's not that bad so far. We got some interstellar ocean, some ice right there. It's kind of sweet. And 2 other sources of water. And salt. That's gonna be great. But otherwise, man, it's really not too bad. This is weird, man. The water teleporting. That was weird. Alright. So let me put this here. Let me deconstruct this. These need to be priority 9 because my bathrooms are gonna fail without it. And then this is pee water that I should probably use somewhere. And I need to also build the double thermal regulator setup here. I also need to put back the water drop setup with the oil so that we can go into this room and deal with the design a little bit better. Now, it also means that I'm probably going to have to redo some of the designs, especially up top, because I don't want to have the liquid lock anymore. So we are going to use that. I don't know at what point do we deconstruct everything, but I think this is going to be necessary. So this wall is built. All we need to do now is get some ladders on this side. New printables. Oxalite, I'll take that. And then second reservoir. So these bottles of water right here, we could start utilizing for research. I am specifically going to be utilizing that for pumping water into the bathrooms. It'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes you get some pee water. I could actually probably just sieve it from here, but this is cold water at 24. I probably should take the body temperature at 27. And that's germy water. Might as well use that and dump it. We'll keep the cold water here. Alright, we'll build that, build that. We have too many build commands. I need to slow down with that. My duplicates cannot handle. And then the research is 26 out of 30. You know what we could do for the last databank? So that we could get the research a little bit early? We could analyze a geyser that hasn't been analyzed yet. Oh, right here. Oh, give me my 12 databanks, man. What are you doing? Yo, man, give me my 12 databanks. Someone grab this. Somebody grab this. Isn't pee water just pee? No. You're getting confused. You're saying pee water, P-E-E. I'm saying pee water as polluted H2O. So it's polluted H2O. I'm just saying, it's not P-E-E, it's PH2O. Right? Because that's literally the abbreviation of polluted water. People get it confused. And it's fine. I get it. You say polluted water. Pee water. Oh, man. That's one of those things that as a new player, like, why do they call that pee water? Oh, it's because dupes peed out. Oh, it makes sense now. It's like, no, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. We found 2 planetoids? Wait, hold up. Ooh, that's close, dude. Oh, radioactive crust, PogChamp? Dude, oh my god, look at this radiation, 375? The whole planet is a Weezor, dude. Oh, triple water source? Dude, what is this planet? And it has a radioactive... Yo, the 4th planetoid? What is going on? Dude, all the metal volcanoes. This is much more habitable at 125. Dude, this is wild. Metal rich radioactive crust. Metal rich radioactive crust. Look at all these volcanoes. All the metals I need. And a power source to power the aqua tuner in the beginning. This is triple water. How am I not going to just be sending that home? Dealing with the magma's fine. Oh, this is going to be... Is this supposed to be this easy? Is it supposed to be this easy? Is the flipped asteroid like that? They give you close by planetoids in this shape. You have them, but you can't use them. Yo, man, just get the space. Easy money. Kind of want the seed now. Hey, man, if you need it, I got you. Oh, did I set that up? That is not the seed. All right, let me copy that and redo the commands. Give me 1 sec, you guys. we should be good. There we go. That's my current sea on the flipped asteroid. Dude, new planetoids. I'm in, boys. Oh, and we finished the research? Okay, it's time. It's time to crack into the ice tank. They don't think it be like it is, man, but it do. Alright, so there's gonna be a lot of shenanigans for this. So research-wise, I do want to continue. And I think I'm gonna need to grab the oil well really quick so I could tap into a little bit more oil. And then miniaturization is kind of nice. I don't need it yet though. And I don't need diamond press yet. We have the second planetoid. I'm probably gonna want to grab radiation afterwards. And maybe lead suits. Hello, hello, what's going on, Leo Far? OG? How are you, man? How was the days today? How is the Tuesdays, my dude? We have people starving. They're just taking a dump. You know how it is. Wait, did you just wash your hands before taking a dump? Only to wash your hands again? Yo, man, this guy washes his hands twice. He knows about COVID protocol. Look at this guy. Oh, man. The 3 planet starts, I think, that give you the 2 close planetoids. It's at all 4 of those, rather 3, if 4, not all 4 of them. Okay. I see you, I see you. That makes sense. You know what's weird? I got used to the Terra start. You know how in the Terra start you have, Oh, I want to do it here. Oh, that makes sense now. So it's deconstruct here. Yeah. And with the Terra start, you only get that 1 close planetoid. So I'm used to only having that 1 close planetoid. Feels weird, man. Good. Gonna practice a community challenge. Oh, okay. I see you. Cool. Good stuff. Community challenges are always fun. Alright, so we're gonna crack into this and make a proper refreezer so that we guarantee food to be cooled. Looks like the entombing properties were not enough to push this over. So this is at, what, minus 18 now? Comes out around 7 degrees, which is not bad. Right? I still want it to be colder, so I'm probably gonna have to re-loop it 2 times, 1 time. So we have a lot of build commands. We're gonna have to make this a higher priority, of course. Because that's not even built yet. So deconstruct that. Hopefully we do that soon. I don't want the ice to melt. Now I will have to... Man, this sucks. We're gonna have to mine into the ice and then refill it back up with water. So the thermal energy is gonna be released. I mean, it is what it is. I'll get ready with a bottle emptier setup. I might even use a double one and remove this tile as well. Actually, I won't do that. I'll just have the bottom one. We want to sweep this tile, of course. And then we want to mine these 3. And then we want to do this as a priority 9. We'll add in water steam. Doesn't it warm up going through the wall between the top and bottom food storage? No. It used to. It used to. When we had regular tiles. But you could see that it's maintaining the same temperature. Oh, except for that tile. I need to replace that with insulated. I could actually replace that from the corner. But if you actually run your conveyor rail through insulated tiles, there's no heat loss. Which is actually why you want to do this. This actually also works for pipes, which is why you a lot of times, when you're going through the space ice, if you're not playing on the flipped asteroid, where the top of the map is ice cold, and carbon dioxide becomes liquid, you typically want to run your pipeline, whether it's gas or liquid, through insulated tiles so that that doesn't happen. So the insulated tile properties, and it doesn't matter the material, they're usually good enough. What's going on, Protopoly? How are you? Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're having a good old days. Oh, I don't have space for that. We got a bin anywhere? Oh yeah, right here. Oh no, I don't want to use that. Do we add another bin somewhere, man? I want to sweep the ice. I don't have a bin anywhere. Oh no, right here. Hey, sweepables. Let's go. What's there? Rot pile. All right, we're gonna do ice. It's the regular ice. There we go. I am okay, as life will let me be. I see you. I see you. All right, so we need the thermal rail sensor right here. That's going to be here. And then we're going to need the conveyor shutoff. That's going to be here. And then we're going to need power lines. Well, automation as well. That's going to be here. And then we're going to need power for the shutoff. That's going to be there. I see you, Citrus. I see you over there. All right, so with that construction, max priority, because we have other things they need to build. I want this done first. And then while we do this, I need to add water. So we need to refill this up again so that we have the mass of the ice be about the same. All right, so now the shipping rail. We have to pliers the middle rail. So this is separated. And then this is, if it's green, if it's below 18. Minus 18. And then we have to redo this part where you overflow. And that means I have to do this. Because the deal with this is all green. This loops in. And then I need to cut this line because I need to bridge this in. And then since that's a bridge, this goes into here. Doesn't really work. Which means I need to run the rail this way. It's a little jank. I could get to here, but I can't get to that tile. I guess I could deconstruct this tile. Could I do this at the bottom? No, that's more digging. I don't want to do that. So the problem with this is I need to put this on a bridge, but I want this to have priority. So if I do this bridge here, this bridge is going to yield, which is not good. So how I would want to do this is... That doesn't work. I can't go backwards like this. We got to take the bridge. I could cut it so it goes forward, back, forward. But that's the same thing as putting it here. Yeah, it would be kind of messy to snake it around. Oh, that's a challenge? Oh, I did that already. I even have a playthrough on that. I have an all-achievement VOD playthrough, Leofar, if you want to cheat. I did all the achievements on that, on one of my VODs already. So if you want to cheat, you can just follow along. Is there a world where I have so much food that this jams? There is a circumstance that happens, to be honest. All right, if that's the case, technically I should be able to just have this go a little bit lower, right? All right, I think we'll do it. So it's going to be like this. We're going to cut this up. We're going to deconstruct the rail. And then we're going to have this priority 9. Done, done. Oops. All right. And then the rail in the middle here will cut as well. And then I have to do it here. I have to do it there. So I think what I would have to do is this. Oh no, we would do these two. Yeah. And then we redo this to the bottom. And then this goes along the bottom. Oh, that means I don't need to deconstruct this. So this rail, not deconstructed, nice. So from here we do another bridge. The double bridge shenanigans. Yeah. And then once we're ready, we need a bridge here. And then for this to work, we need to have ladders like everywhere. I can't put ladders behind this. Alright, we'll have to do this for now. And I think this tile is going to be deconstructed. Alright, so construction, priority 9. We need all of this. Oh, it's becoming ice and not solid tiles. Oh, no, dude. No. The water's not emptying fast enough. Alright, so... That's oxygen, that's fine. I don't have ethanol. Okay, and there's a oxygen bubble there that's kind of causing some issues. With what trees? Yeah, you can make ethanol with trees. I don't have the arbory cords. Nope, don't have it. That means this insulated tile needs to be deconstructed. If this freezes, I need to actually pull water from the pipeline. Now this is all regular water, so that's fine. Alright, so I think that's going to be better. Doing that, and then having a liquid vent here. And then we'll use the bottle emptier as backup to help with the mass. And then I need to sweep the ice still, or the ice melts, one or the other. Yeah, so that melts. Let's not have that on yet until the pipe's done. And then there's no water here anyways, so I gotta connect to the bottom, which shouldn't be too bad. I believe I could just do this. And then cut that here. Alright, so this is also something that needs to be done. Got a bad seed, dude. What can I tell you? It is what it is. They don't think it be like it is, man, but it do. Alright, speed this up. The rail is not going to work properly until this is built. But I gotta have faith that it's going to get built in time. Requires learned skill, not allowed by schedule. I hope this means that it works. Alright, so the pipeline is ready. Right? So everything else should be okay in theory. So I should just start dripping the water. Right? Which means I should turn this on again. Alright, so we're going to drip water consistently. Hopefully this is going to be good enough. Hopefully someone empties out some water ASAP. Alright, so the consistent water drop, I hope, allows this to... I hope this melts. That's what I needed this to do. We're adding more water in. Please melt, please melt. No ice, please. Yes, 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 this is good. So if all the bodies of water is okay, this is actually great for us. This is, yeah, you have access. We could build that as well. So the water dripping is fine. There is no gas bubbles either. Looking at the mass, we're at 400 kilograms. This is pretty solid. We'll fill this up in a second. Yep, gotta use them rockets. Just going to get one of the resources to solve one problem that's solvable other ways. Yo, man. Sometimes you gotta be particular like that. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes you gotta be particular like that, man. They don't think it be like it is, man, but it do. And let me tell you, man, it really do be like that sometimes. Alright, so how come this is not getting built? So... Oh, he's operating the wheel. The guy that could build. Okay, so we gotta do it like that. So you start building, man. You need to stop slacking. Stop slacking. Yep, build the rail. Build the rail, man. Stop slacking on, Mr. B.I.G. Alright, so we have 2 right there. We're going to deconstruct this and temporarily build a ladder. And of course, while that happens, I have to make sure this is off. So he's building everything else first, which is fine. Okay, we deconstructing this means that I need to pop the power. Oh no. I keep the power. I bop the automation. So that this is forced off. And then I could build a ladder here. So we could build the rest of this. Alright, so that bridge is done. Okay, so we have to have the rail. The food's coming in. That's looping into freeze, which is fine. This setup was like... Oh, wait. Yeah, so it's like that, so that this could connect to the top line. And then this goes in like this, which allows me to go this way. And then that's good. I could build this tile now. Oh, too much water, fam? Oh, too much water. Someone deconstruct this. We are overfilled. Was referring to the ethanol, so sometimes all good citrus. Too much ethanol in your day-to-day. What's your favorite genre of music? Who's your favorite artist? I don't have a favorite genre of music. And what I mean when I say that is that I listen to music that sounds good. I don't have a preference. For the most part, it's not because I don't like music. It's more so that I don't have any... like, specific preference. I can listen to anything, as long as it's good. Yo, where's B.I.G.? Where's my boy at? Oh, he's right there. He's coming, he's coming. Alright, so we gotta do that. Wait, nope, not this one yet. I gotta sweep up the copper. Where did that come from, dude? How about it? I see you over there, Cthulhu. I see you over there. The water vent? Is that a group? Is that a music group? Like the Blue Man Group? For the copper? Yeah, that was from the water vent. That was from the water vent. Alright, so this is fine now. It's literally just this line, and then let me look at this. Yeah, it's still trying to freeze properly, and because it's too cold, it's not allowed to go through yet. And it's because of the temperature of the water right there. And that's because I think my crude oil is no longer freezing it cold enough. Mamba rap, only way to do it, man. Y'all about to hear the Mamba Takeover remix. It's a banger. I see you over there. Take that. I see you over there, man. How come Mr. B.I.G. is not doing this? He's telling me he's done with work for the day? Where's B.I.G. at, man? I about put him on overtime. Oh, he's sleeping. Come on, man. I need you to wake up. We need to get this built so we can put the steam turbine back and then have a nice time. Alright, so since this is built now, I should be able to just deconstruct all of the rail here. And then hopefully everything's going to be fine. So Mr. B.I.G., hopefully he's doing alright. He's awake, he's awake. Is he working? I need him to work, man. He's my only mechatronics guy right now. Nice. We need this now. Come on, BIG. Stop slacking. He's on strike for higher wages. I'm about to lock him inside this room, dude, if he's actually doing that. I'm about to lock him up, dude. Make him a water source. You know how it is, Jack Bull. About to make this man into a water source. Alright, we're good. Alright, so now automation. Alright, cooling down the oil again, so it's a lot colder. So we're gonna freeze the water. We have some food waiting to come in, but the food is freezing. Nice, nice. -10. Temperatures are dropping, hopefully. What's going on, Silent One? How are you? How was the days today? How is the Tuesdays? We made a freezer loop in hopes that we could freeze the food. This is taking forever, man, because of the water right here being positive temperature. I am in a mood today. Oh, man, it feels bad. Hopefully get out of that mood, man. When you're in a bad mood, dude, it kind of ruins the day. But you can't control that sometimes, man. It is what it is. A lot of the times, the best thing you could do is you got to embrace it. So that, you know, you can just deal with it. You'll remember this. I'll remember it. What happened? I feel like I did something wrong. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You had that thing with your account. Yeah. So what happened now? Alright. Are they feigning negligence? Or are they feigning not knowing or something like that? What's happening? Wow. Is she's a Oh yeah, what happened? Okay. There's the proof, there's the paper trail, no reply. Does she do this on the side? I forget if I asked that. Or is this like actually she works at a firm or something? She's a mom of 5, so she does this on the side. She's not actually doing that as her day job. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She has a bookkeeping company. She's probably not licensed, right? There's no way someone like that would be licensed. Because you could easily just, you know. She's licensed. She has a CPA. Wow. Wow. Yeah, man, don't use her again. Like that's all I could say. Like, she's proving to you why she's not worth it. Yeah. Your wife's probably not gonna want that, to be honest. Your wife's not gonna want that. She's gonna like, oh, it's gonna make it awkward between me and her. Maybe she stops coming in. The wife's gonna say that. But honestly, oh, your wife is done with her. Okay, PogChamp, you guys are on the same side. Yeah, don't use her again, man. If anything, you know what you did was learn a valuable lesson. That she's bad at her job. Oh, smart. Second opinion is always smart. But damn, that's tough, man. Dude, when you have a professional, and I'm saying that in air quotes, do that to you and pull that shit over and over and over again, honestly, I would try to see if you could try to, like, show that out to, like, the government or something. Alright, let me do this at -15 so we could get some more food. Instead of that, just waiting on the line. It took so long that the food's not getting cold enough. There we go. Makes me think maybe she didn't leave the firm on her own regard. Maybe she was let go. Makes me think that, man. The whole family is so self-indulged. Oh, yeah. Dude, I hate those type of people. I mean, it happens, though. Especially when they're left to their own devices for extended periods of time because of COVID. A lot of people can't take that, and they start to go crazy. Right? I'm not saying that as an excuse, but it's like, man, that shit sucks. Yeah, that's the thing. No, that's the thing. Like, I don't think she understands that she still has to be a professional. I think there's a part of her that goes, oh, I'm just doing this as a side hustle. And it doesn't really matter if I do it or not. It's still going to be there, right? When I'm done with it. I don't know. I don't want to say anything bad or anything that's untrue, but I don't know if there's anything you could do about talking to the IRS about it. Like, oh, yeah, there's this bookkeeper I was using. I don't know, man. I need an extension. You know what I'm saying, man? You gotta be like, yo, man, I tried to do this. I paid someone. They didn't do it. And it's like, I don't know, man. This is a weird circumstance. Oh, being late for the appointments, man. Oh, I hate those people. But dude, Silent One, at this point, honestly, man, I feel you that you're in the mood, but if you guys are okay with never seeing her again, man, that's going to be nothing but, upside for you guys. Because it sounds like it's just going to be like your wife's going to have an easier time, you're going to have an easier time. And honestly, getting away from that, it's probably the best thing you could do. Don't support their bad habits. If they're bad at their job, just don't use them again. And at that point, they'll start to realize that, no one wants to use me as a bookkeeper anymore. Right? Maybe they'll realize one day, but who knows? I just hate people that advertise themselves as a professional and they really aren't. And I always appreciate the people that are constant professionals. People that come out, do their job, answer questions, and, they do it with a smile on their face, do everything on time, do everything as they're advertised. You gotta respect those people, man. Because, man, you on the other side of that, you deal with a guy that's like that, ooh. All the stress in the world, it's not worth it. Reached out to 2 other firms on prices, good stuff. But dude, gonna be happy that you're not gonna have to deal with that anymore, hopefully. Dude, this is taking so long to freeze still. Whoa, 95 degrees? What was that? Is that barbecue? Oh, it's rapidly chilling because of the mask, though. If I get that job at the bank, I'm doing my own effing taxes on TurboTax. Hey, that's what I do. TurboTax is really not that bad. They're starting to become kind of a pain, though. I don't like using them as much anymore.